Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Sunday. Ooh, I got some moderators in the house already. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to Lisa, and I'm sure Florida Jim will be in, and then Mr. Atomic, aka Black Bart, will be here. Um, Thank you all for coming to this particular live call-in show. Um, I am going to, in this video, tell you all my plea for asylum from the corrupt state of Illinois. Hey, Florida Jim's in the house. Thank you, Florida Jim. Hi, Tammy. How are you? TC Dave is here. Thank you. Thank you. Boy, some of you guys were here before I even got in here. Dang. Hi, Margot. How's it going? Good, good, good. All right. So before I get into my official plea for asylum, I want to take a sec. Hi, Linda. How's it going? I want to take a sec and thank all of my moderators that are continuously here for me. I have had recently some, I guess you could say, creepers, which you'll learn about one of them in my plea. And I'm very fortunate to have these people come in here and watch out for me, because there are some people out there that are kind of whacked in the head. And you'll hear about that in just a few. So thank you to Florida Jim. Thank you to Lisa. Thank you, Mr. Atomic, aka Black Bart. For those of you that don't know, Florida Jim does have his own YouTube channel. Make sure that you go and subscribe to him after the live feed. And then, you guys, I have a new friend, Let's Be Frank. If you have not found his channel on YouTube yet, go search after the live feed, Let's Be Frank, and make sure you subscribe to his channel. He is a conservative channel, and he's a really nice guy, and he's got really great content, and I think that you guys would really enjoy his channel. I'm sure Florida Jim, as usual, will call in and say hi when I do the live call-ins. I am going to do live call-in tonight, okay? So hang in there. But you guys have to hear my plea first. All right, I know you guys have been waiting for this. I've got 43 people in here. Dang, you guys want to hear my plea for asylum. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button, okay? 43 people in here. I see 16 likes, so let's get that up. All right, before I get into my plea, I want to make sure that you understand I am going to be reading this because it is pretty detailed. So hang in there with me as I read it. I want you all to understand that I am not mocking asylum seekers who legitimately are seeking asylum, okay? But as a tax-paying, law-abiding U.S. citizen myself, I should have the same rights as someone who is not those things. In fact, I should have more rights and opportunities because I am a U.S. citizen. Okay? So I have a family of 4. It's me, Mr. Atomic, my 10-year-old, and my 19-year-old. We also have our 6 dachshunds, which are part of our family. They range from 3 years old to 16 years old, and I would cross the earth for them. So they're included in this. We mistakenly moved to Illinois about 5 years ago from Arizona. We did it to be near our family, but didn't realize the consequences of moving from a conservative state to a liberal state. And let me just tell you, I will never live in a liberal state again for the rest of my life. Okay? Due to the current state of Illinois, we fear for our safety and our wallets. I'm just going to put it out there and be blunt. Our property has been stolen in the past because we support Trump. Our house was flooded with sewage in a massive storm because the city can't properly manage the underground pipelines, yet they take no responsibility in the damage. We hired a local handyman to help repair that damage, and he turned out to be a felon who robbed somebody by gunpoint the very next day from being here. He was here, did some work, next day, felon. Yes, he was in my house. And this is, I might get emotional on this one. I have been sick since I moved into this house with neurological issues. And Mr. Atomic is now showing some of those same symptoms. I wouldn't wish this condition that I have on anybody. But I fear we have been exposed to a toxin that I can't prove. And I continuously live in pain. And my family has to deal with it. Yet I'm stuck here. Okay, breathe, Laura. Rockford has a shooting nearly every single day. We have more gun-crazy people here than Arizona, and we're supposed to have stricter gun laws. In fact, here in the state of Illinois, you have to have, here, let me cover up my personal information, but a card like this. It's called a FOID card. Yet, if you were to use your gun to protect you or your family, you're going to jail. In Arizona, if you were to protect yourself from somebody coming into your house, you automatically win. Sorry. Whew. Recently on my channel, and this is why I need my moderators. Thank you, Lisa. MAGA bitches, that's right. Recently on my channel, and this is why I need my moderators, okay? I have been threatened over one of my border videos. Okay, well, two of my border videos. One of the ones where I showed footage from the border, and then the one where I showed the sign in Rockford that said, "Build the wall." Somebody threatened to, I'm not going to say the word, but it rhymes with grape. Somebody wanted to grape me and murder my family. Yes, you heard that right. Just take out that G. So since the video, one of the videos was one that was in Rockford, I don't know if this person lives near me or not. And there are weirdos out there that will hunt people down. Let's talk about the kids in this state. Kids are left in the cold because of security concerns. Just so you guys know, my oldest daughter, when she was in high school still, the bus dropped them off early, like we're talking 10, 15 minutes early, and it was pouring rain and freezing outside, freezing temperatures, and the school refused to open the front doors to let the kids in. I called the school, and their reason was, we can't do that because of security concerns. Excuse me? If that was to happen in Arizona, if they were left out in the heat, heads would roll. But here in Illinois, nobody gives a shit. The kids can't even wear anything in high school that has a star. Okay, no star earrings, no star jewelry, no star clothing. Why? Because of gangs. Apparently, stars are affiliated with one of the local gangs, and you could possibly be hurt if you wear a star. We're not talking Star of David. We're talking just a normal star, okay, that you would find on any sort of clothing or jewelry, okay? Property taxes make it nearly impossible to buy a home here. We have, I believe it's the second highest property taxes in the country. I could be wrong. I think it's second highest. Mr. Atomic can probably confirm that. Wages and job opportunities are poor here. I make half of what I did in Arizona. Half. Yet the cost of living is just about the same. Politicians such as our governor, J.B. Pritzker, are corrupt. And because Chicago controls the entire state, we are stuck with their stupidity in voting. Just so you guys know, 4 governors in recent times have been jailed in Illinois. I literally live in a shithole. And I know recently everybody was talking about shitholes. Illinois, Rockford is a shithole. I can't go downtown to go shopping or simply drive through it without the fear of being shot because we have so many shootings here. It's disgusting. And if I had done my research just a little bit more and paid more attention, I would have never come here. Because of the horrible economic state of Illinois, we are forced to leave like many others. More people are moving out of the state of Illinois than into the state of Illinois because of that. Those still here are forced to pay higher taxes to compensate that. These are the reasons we seek asylum from the state of Illinois. Since Central Americans can seek asylum simply to have a better life, we feel our request is not out of line. We seek to return to Arizona, where I once made twice what I do now. Schools are better. There are more like-minded people. We won't be judged for our love of dachshunds, the fact that we have 6 of them, or denied housing because of it. We won't be judged for our guns. We will have the option to go downtown without fear of being shot, and don't need to hand over our wallet to a corrupt state that overtaxes its citizens for its incompetence. We have seen that churches in Arizona have been quite generous with illegals, feeding them, clothing them, providing them shelter. So we're pretty sure that since we're legal, there is somebody out there who will support our cry for asylum. Thank you, Maureen, for your $2 super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it says 2 and then it says 20. I'm not sure what that means. But regardless, thank you so much for your support. You guys, anybody that wants to do a super chat, it's going to go directly to our cost of moving and getting the hell out of this shithole. So I know we may be discriminated against because of our ethnicity. Many are going to assume white privilege. And if that's you, if you're going to, cry white privilege to me, I think that maybe you should consider not being a racist, bigoted, xenophobic hypocrite and give us the same courtesy you would do to an illegal. I can assure you that should we safely be allowed to return to Arizona, we will be productive members of society, unlike many of our Central American predecessors. We will not seek benefits from the state and become lawless criminals on the run, never to be seen again. We will be working, contributing citizens to the state of Arizona. I realize that according to asylum laws, I should be seeking asylum in the next safe state. But since migrants can bypass that requirement, I should be able to do it as well. I mean, I am wishing to do exactly what they are. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Asylum is a human right. Right? So I would think that none of you would object to my plea. And there you have it. Thank you, Leela. Thank you, Leela, for your $9.99 super chat. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I love you, sweetheart. You're always supporting my channel, and that means a lot to me. You are always most welcome here and on my phone line. So since I said the word phone line, I am going to take some calls, okay? But you guys moderators, go ahead and throw up the number. It's area code 779-333-9628. Here are the rules, though. If you prank call me, I'm gonna hang up on you. And no blocked or unlisted telephone numbers. I won't answer those phone calls, okay? So those are the only rules. Pretty simple. But if you want to call in, you are most welcome to call in and talk to me. Let me know what you think about my plea for asylum from the state of Illinois. And if you think it's a good enough reason or not, you can agree with me, you can disagree with me. That's cool. I'm cool. I'm a cool person. I know not everybody agrees with me. I have 91 people in here, guys, and 41 likes. Let's knock those likes up, guys. Um, um, wow, I think this is the most people I've had in here at one time. What is keeping you in Illinois? Right now, it's financial. We have 3 months to pull this off because we've already given written notice at our jobs. Oh, here we go. From Florida. Hold on. Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, hon?
Hi.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to say best wishes to you and to the whole family, to Mr. Atomic. I hope everything works out for you guys. I was just listening to you, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know it was that bad over there. So I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Yeah, you sound like you have a cold.
No, I'm fine. Maybe it was too much whiskey. But yeah, listen. Well, I thought you said you were going to Arizona. You were planning to move to Arizona.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We're going to Arizona. That's where we're from. That's where we moved from when we moved to Illinois. And Florida Jim, the moderator on here, he used to live in Illinois too, so he can confirm this place has gone to shit. And he moved out of here already, lucky him. But our lease is up on June 1st, and so we figured that is the time that we need to go. We need to go back home. And it's more expensive for us to move to Arizona than it was to move to Illinois. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it's almost double.
Man, I don't even know what to say. I mean, the only thing I can say is, I hope, the best wish. I hope everything works out. It sucks. It just sucks. Wow, man. I know everything's. Look, I know things the country is good, but in some places it's bad.
Right.
So, well, at least right now. So, I mean, the only thing I can say, man, I wish you guys all the best. I hope everything works out. Oh my God, I wish I can help you more. Seriously.
Oh.
The $9.99, I wasn't trying to make a joke. It's just for some reason I can't make the number even.
Really? We'll let you do that? How weird. No, I appreciate that.
I don't know why. I know some people can do it, but for some reason I try. I can't make the number even. It gotta be always 99. I'm like, what's wrong with this shit?
You know what's funny is when you because you've done a super chat to me before, and you always come through a different color than everybody else. Like, because it highlights it for me, and you come up a different color than everybody else. And I'm like, well, he's just special. That's why.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, he's just special. But listen, serious. I really, really wish you best wishes to you and your family. I hope everything works out. I mean, I know you're gonna keep us posted, and please let me know if I can help somehow. I mean, by the way, I know you Arizona, but Florida right now, Florida is pretty good, and hopefully it'll be like this for maybe 6 years. I'm hoping. I don't know about after 6 years. But I know you have the family in Arizona, but like I said, Florida right now is really good, and hopefully it's gonna be there for at least 6 years. It's gonna be okay, I think. I hope.
Yes.
But anyway, look, okay, I'm gonna hang up and let somebody else call. Just wanted to call you, and I really wish you and your family the best. And I'm always here, like everybody. I mean, everybody. Look, you got so much support over here. So anyway, we're here for you, and keep us posted. And thank you, and again, thank you so much for the videos that you put on and for the info. Because if it wasn't for you and other people, I'd be very clueless. I wouldn't know anything. So thank you. Thank you again. I'm going to hang up, and I'll definitely call you again. I'll talk to you again. All right?
All right. Thanks, Lilo.
All right. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
I love talking to him. Thank you, Let's Be Frank, for your $2 super chat. I'm so glad that you're here. I don't know if you heard or not. You may have missed it, but I did in the beginning of the video tell people to subscribe to your channel. Oop, I already have another call from Hartford, Connecticut. Hi, you're on with Atomic News.
Hello there. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Listen, when you go to Arizona, I hope you're still going to be online.
Oh, heck yeah. In fact, it's going to be even better, sugar.
Like the last caller said, you're my best source of news. My local TV stations, all I do is watch them for weather and traffic, and even then I don't believe them.
Right, right. I don't watch the news anymore either. I go online to find my news. But yeah, when we get to Arizona, we're gonna start setting up a studio so I can actually film in a studio, and we're gonna work on a laptop for me so that I can actually do like real people video, like big girl videos, and not just just shooting from my phone like this.
Well, I just want you to know I appreciate what you do because, like I said, you're my one source, not the only source, but a big source of news for me. And I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for your support. It really does mean a lot, and I appreciate that you watch my videos.
Okay, listen, you have a great night, and good luck getting Asylum in Arizona.
Thank you so much.
You take care.
You
Bye.
too. Bye-bye. Oh, that was a nice phone call. I love my viewers. Oh, bang! Everybody's calling tonight. Atlanta, Georgia. Here we go. Hang on. Hi, this is Atomic News.
Well, hey, how are you tonight?
Good. Who's this?
This is Deplorable Bobby from Georgia.
Hey, Deplorable Bobby. How you doing?
I'm good. I wanted to say, I've got a cousin that lives in Illinois, and he had the worst time getting weapons. I mean, he had to buy them in Indiana, then have them shipped to a dealer in Illinois, and I mean, he's just losing it.
It's ridiculous here how strict things are, yet the gun violence is out of control. And then you go to Arizona and you don't have to have a FOID card. You can open carry, conceal carry, and of course shootings happen, but it's nowhere near Chicago or other areas.
I understand exactly. Chicago, it has the highest murder rate, for black people in the country, I think.
It does.
And they have the strictest gun control.
Yep. They call it the murder capital of the country.
Well, we call it, giving guns to the people that don't need them. I mean, they don't take them away from them. They arrest them, and they turn them loose, and they go back out and get more guns. I mean, they're turning people loose in Illinois. I mean, they're arresting people and just turning them right back into the community to do it all over again.
Yep. And then we just had that shooting this past week in Aurora. I mean, it's ridiculous here.
Exactly. Like I say, I ask my cousin all the time, I say, why in the world do you live in such a restrictive state? I mean, it has to be the most restrictive state in the nation. I mean, there's probably another one that's close, but here in Georgia, we have open carry. I can put my gun on my side with no permit and go anywhere. Nice.
And that's the way, that's what I believe in.
And if you want to conceal carry, I mean, if you want to spend $120 for the license, you go up to the courthouse. It takes about 5 minutes. They take your picture and your fingerprints, and you walk out with your license. I mean, it's a real simple deal. But it's getting more and more as the Democrats get really crazy down here. We just had a heck of an election for the governor.
Right. Oh, I heard about that.
Oh yeah. So things are could have got a whole lot worse, but so far they're standing good down here. Brian Kemp is a pro-gun governor. Did you see his commercial?
No.
Oh, he had a great commercial. He had his daughter's boyfriend sitting across from him, and he had a double-barrel shotgun in his lap breech.
Nice. Oh.
It was so cute. Oh, he got flack for that. But, yeah, we're pro-gun down here.
Nice, nice.
And pro-life.
Good, good.
But it's so good to hear you. I don't want to take up all your time. I just wanted to call in, let you know I'm listening. I told you I would, so I did.
Good, good. I'm glad you made it on. I did see your comments, so I was like, yay!
Can you give me a plug?
Because you have your own YouTube. Wait, you have your own YouTube channel?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's Deplorable Bobby, the way I see it. And I'm really, I like to talk about the news, but here lately I've been really into this child abductions and missing children and Planned Parenthood kind of stuff. But I'm getting burnt out on it, to be honest with you. I've done 18 videos, and I'm about tired of doing that. So I'm going to start doing a little bit of the news, too. It's getting depressing, you know?
Yeah, and it's hard too to keep up with topics, especially when you're first starting out. Like, I know even still for me, even though I've been doing this for what, I don't know, 5 months now, 4 months, I'm not sure. It's still hard to, you can't cover everything, People are like, why didn't you make a video on this? Or why didn't you make a video on that? And you're like, because I need to sleep sometimes,
Well, I've only been going on for about 10 days, and I've got 278 subscribers, and
good. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Network Truth TV gave me a shout out on his channel, so that was really good.
Good, good. Well, everybody go subscribe to his channel, okay?
Well, anybody, I'm always here. I got a phone number in my bio, so call me.
Cool.
Or text me, I'll call you back. But the thing is, you stay strong, girl. Don't let Illinois get you down, and get your butt out of there as quick as you can.
I will. 90 days. Do or die.
I'll tell you what, make a video. Are you going to drive or fly?
Drive. And we plan to make videos on the whole way.
You gotta make a video along the way. That's it, girl. Let somebody else call.
Okay. Have a good night. Bye.
Sweetie, thank you for taking my call.
Thank you. Okay, I noticed, guys, somebody asked, what is a super chat? You guys, super chat, if you're in chat right now and you go to where you would type in, any sort of comments, to the far right there is a little $ symbol. And if you click on that, it lets you do a super chat, which is basically a donation to my channel to, help support my channel. So for those of you that, I can't remember who it was that asked that question, what is a super chat? That's what that is. And that's how you see those boxes that pop up with whatever dollar amount that somebody donated. Okay, so this is Florida. Hang on. Hi, this is Atomic News.
This is Jeff from Florida. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Real good. I spoke to you once before, maybe a couple weeks ago. If it's that bad, I had no idea it was that bad there in that part of Illinois. I would be getting the hell out of there like yesterday.
Oh, if we could right now, it's gonna cost. Okay, I'm just gonna tell everybody just flat out, it's gonna cost us $8,000 to make this move happen.
Oh, yeah.
And
I don't doubt that a bit.
So we have to pull $8,000 out of our rear end in 90 days, which is doable but difficult. And
very expensive.
I don't care if I have to pop a tent in the middle of the desert of Arizona just to get there. I'm leaving this state by June 1st.
Well, you know that it's getting bad in a lot of these different states in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the times that we live in. You just take a look at the politicians and the corruption with those people. And, these are people you're supposed to look up to and who are supposed to be protecting us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of just spilling out everywhere. I firmly believe that we're heading for a civil war. I firmly believe that.
I've had those thoughts pop into my head too, that, that I'm scared that will happen. And you know what? I, growing up, never thought that I would say this, but I I will be a patriot and I would die for my country if it came to it, you know?
Well, it's at the point where never used to be this way. I'm 67 years old, and I grew up the old school, and the country when I was growing up was pretty good. It was really enjoyable. We didn't lock our doors. We didn't, we just didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But, when you are voting for somebody, then that's your right to vote with whoever you want. But when you are wearing a Trump hat, MAGA hat,
mm-hmm.
and these people are getting the holy bejesus beat out of them,
right,
and all sorts of things, this country, the temperature is hot right now.
mm-hmm.
People are right on the edge of the seat, and this is where a lot of violence is coming from, the news media. But now, I live in a small town, Northport, Florida. It's in Sarasota County,
mm-hmm.
and it is the cleanest town I have ever seen in my entire life.
Yep.
It's well organized, well run. The police department are fair. They don't treat people bad, but if you do something wrong, you're going to get punished. And so I think that's what keeps this town on the up and up. But in Florida, I have a concealed weapon
mm-hmm.
license. I wear my hat everywhere, and I do pack heat when I go every place. As soon as I step out the door, it's on me.
Nice.
And I'm going to tell you what it is. I just want to make sure the first shot counts. I pack a Barrett 50 cal handgun.
Uh-huh.
That's a pretty big round of 50 caliber.
I can hear Mr. Atomic in the other room who's moderating. He goes, "Oh."
Yeah.
He knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, a Barrett 50 caliber handgun, and I'm going to tell you something. That will erase the fingerprints, okay, off a body. There won't be much left.
Nice.
But I really wish you luck. And like I said, I agree. If it's that bad, I'd be getting out.
Yeah. See, sometimes you just gotta cut your losses and tuck your tail and realize you made a mistake and change your life and for the better. Which, and if all these migrants can claim asylum for a better life, then I can too.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is you're protecting your family.
Yep.
And that should come first, your family. And but I had no idea it was that bad there. I listened to your description of what's going on there. That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And like I said, I would be gone yesterday.
Yep. I wish we could. I wish we could be gone yesterday, but we're working on it.
Before you leave the state line, make sure you burn the town down, okay?
It's so funny you said that because Mr. Atomic is like, you know what? When we cross that line, I'm going to flick a match out the window.
Yeah, if I could help you and if I could fly a F-22 Raptor, I'd drop a nuke on the city for you,
Well, thank you.
Okay, well, listen, good luck to you. And I hope everything works out. And I really enjoy listening to you. You're really good.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support of my channel. It means a lot.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Talk to you again. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I could see there lots of comments, people saying good caller. Yeah, I like him. He's nice. Oh, what? My app is asking me to rate it right now. No, I'm not going to rate this app right now. Oh. Well, it looks like some people tried to call while I was on with other callers. Just so you guys know, I can't answer two lines at once. So if you called and you could not get through, you can call now. Moderator, Florida Jim already threw up the number. Thank you. So, hi, Dan. How are you? Let's see. A lot of Florida people tonight. Well, there's Florida is a good state. Let's just keep it real. It's a good state. Um, my grandmother lives there. I need to go visit her. She's from Cuba. My grandmother's from Cuba. She's my step grandmother, so I'm not Cuban, but she came from Cuba when she I think was 18, and she's been here ever since. And she assimilated to America right away. I mean, she still talks with an accent, of course. You can't say V words, like she'll say vegetables instead of vegetables or vodka instead of vodka. But other than that, she's an American. So we love Trump in Florida. Yes, you do. Let's see. Let me read some of my comments. You guys, somebody else can call in if you want to call in. I know some people tried to call in while I was on the phone. Dan says, I love my MAGA hat. Let's see. Tree climbing says, I've heard up to 50,000 New Yorkers are headed to Florida to escape high taxes. Probably so. All of these Democrat-run states are going to shit. Okay, California, you guys. California. Is there anybody in here from California? Anybody? I really would like to know. I'd really love to talk to somebody in Southern California because I'm from Southern California. For those of you that don't know, I was born and raised in Southern California. I graduated from Agora High School, which that area is kind of well off. You literally could throw a stone and hit Calabasas where the Kardashians live. So I was not necessarily raised privileged, but raised in a nice area. Okay, let's just say that. All right. East Los Angeles, says Mike. Okay, so you know what's going on there. Hi, typhus. So one of the California politicians, I don't know who it was, it's saved on my YouTube and I can't check it right now because I'm live streaming. But one of the politicians in California was interviewed and basically said they plan to serve Trump tomorrow with lawsuits from the state of California in regards to his national emergency. Oh, wait, somebody said I left Thousand Oaks. I lived in Thousand Oaks at one time too in my adult years. I love Thousand Oaks, Joanne, but it was sad that there was that shooting. My very best friend is a Ventura County sheriff, and his boss was the officer that was shot and killed in the Thousand Oaks shooting. Newbury Park, no shit, wow, small world. I love that area. I do. It's beautiful. When I left California at age 30 to move to Arizona, I lived in Camarillo. So I went from Agora to Thousand Oaks to Camarillo. I kept going north. But anyway, I digress. Going back to whatever politician it was that California plans to serve Trump tomorrow with a lawsuit over national emergency and the border wall. I think he should be like to California and say, well, if that's the way you're going to be, fine. Well, let's take down your wall, because there is a wall down at the southern border by Tijuana. In fact, they're building it and fixing it and making it better right now. And, if California wants to throw away their state like that, okay, let them. And take down that wall and just see what they think of that. Bad gang, Mexico here, bad gangs. I never leave home without packing. Good, Mike, good. I think everybody should be able to carry and not be judged because they carry. It is simply protection. And in this day and age, with crazy ass people out there, like the one who threatened to grape me, because I don't want to say the other word, we should be able to protect ourselves. Let me see here. Vacation in Florida. I'm trying to read some of my comments. You guys, you can call in right now. 779-333-9628. I haven't had anybody call in. Don't forget, you can call in right now. So if you want to chit chat with Atomic News, get her done. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. I mean, unless you want me to. That's what I always say. I'm scratching off all my notes here to make sure that I did everything I was supposed to do. Like, I'm still old school. I kid you not. Hi, here's my notes. I have a notebook that I make notes for every single video that I do. Sorry, I'm like kind of grabbing things. Today I had to have my tablet because, and I never use my tablet because it's really old and outdated and it's really slow, but I wanted to make sure that I read my my plea of asylum to you. Oh, here we go. Jasper, Georgia. Hi, this is Atomic News. Hey, if you have your YouTube turned up in the background, make sure you turn it down because I'm hearing feedback.
Okay. Hey, girl.
Oh, okay. There we go. How are you?
I'm great. Go Trump. Go Trump.
That's right. That's right,
I'm
sugar.
calling from Georgia.
Huh?
I'm calling from Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Somebody's trying to call in from Los Angeles right now. Hang in there, whoever that is, so I can go through this phone call and that person can call next, okay?
Okay.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that No. You can still keep talking. I just wanted to let whoever that was know that was calling to hang in there.
Oh, okay.
And hang in there and call back cuz you deserve your time, sugar.
Yeah, I listen to you daily.
Thank you.
Yep, I love you. You're so real.
I try to be. I know that when I get to Arizona, I'm going to have to make this, we're going to make this studio and it's going to be more professional. And I keep telling myself, don't lose you though in the change, still be,
Totally.
yes, I need to still be me because that is how my channel has grown to what it is right now is because people like seeing me being real in who I am and not just all professional like welcome to the news, this is Atomic.
Yeah, like you was in the bathtub that night. That was so funny.
You gotta keep it interesting, right?
Right. How's the weather there?
We just got like 6 inches of snow today.
Oh my God. It's pouring rain here. It's supposed to rain for 5 days straight.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know which is worse, the snow or the rain.
I know, because if it rained that much here, my basement would be full of sewage. So it's like I'm damn.
When are y'all moving?
When are we moving?
Yeah.
By June 1st. So I've got 3 months.
Okay.
I got 3 months to pull this off.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you have to come up with $8,000 to do it, it can be a little scary.
Hey, start a youth fund. Say, hey, we need some money so I can get started like DML did. Sell some T-shirts.
I know. I need to do that. I need to have some merch. Some people have mentioned.
Yeah.
Some people have mentioned that, and I do have a logo. It's like an eclipsing sun, but I haven't put anything together yet.
There you go.
I've been.
I'm sure you get your 8,000 fast.
I've been so dedicated to putting videos up that I just haven't gotten around to it, but I plan to do that probably in the next week or so. So keep an eye out for that.
That'd be great. Like I said, you know, DNA, I used to watch him all the time.
Yeah.
He started dogging Trump, so I cut him off.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, he used to love Trump, now he's dogging him too much.
Oh yeah. I'd be like, nope, done. Like I'm hardcore Trump.
I was a paper, bought his videos and everything.
Wow.
I used to love him.
Huh.
But he just, I don't know, he just kind of like turned me off because I didn't think he was supporting Trump anymore.
Yeah. You know, there are some.
Trump is a man. He can't, I can't even believe he wants a job. Do you? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it was great talking to you.
You too. I'm glad you called in. Take care.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hey, Laura. Hi, this is Matt Steele. I just caught you on YouTube here.
Hey, how you doing? Are you the one that...
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you the one that was just calling earlier from Los Angeles?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, good. I was hoping that you would get through. Because I saw it, but I couldn't answer it while I was on a call, so I'm glad you got through.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's horrible. These big cities over here, it's just way out of control. They have everything against Trump supporters. They're trying to saturate the schools with indoctrinators, and teach kids how this is all great and stuff like that. I feel like I'm back in Cuba again.
Wow. You say back in Cuba, so is that where you're from?
Yeah, I was born there, raised till the age of 9 there, and I left there because I didn't want that kind of so-called socialism, which is really communism.
Right. Well, I don't know if you heard, but that Cuba is where my grandmother is from.
Yeah, I was listening to that part. That's cool. It's a beautiful island. The people are great, but unfortunately, the Castro supporters and things like that.
Yeah.
The type of government does not work.
Yeah.
I mean, it does not work. Trust me, I'm here to tell you, and anybody can argue with me. Bring it on. It does not work.
Well, I'm glad that you're here in the U.S. then.
I am, but I feel like I'm back in Havana, Laura, because I see all these people pushing it. I am right here on Wilshire and Vermont. I'm getting people passing out socialist communism. They're pushing these newspapers that are saying it's time to rebel for the revolution, to bring communism and stuff. And
wow.
I'm gonna send you the pictures of it.
Yeah, I want to see that.
They're calling for that. I can't believe in the U.S. they're calling for that.
Wow. Yeah, I would love to see pictures of that. So if you want to text me those pictures, that'd be awesome.
Can I text it to this number?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get it sent out to you. It's just unreal what's going on over here. The politicians are not listening to the people as they should. They're just doing whatever they want, and because they need the illegals for the illegal votes. You have the DPSS, which they call welfare over here, passing out voting papers to people so they can register to vote. The majority of those folks are not able to vote. Unfortunately, I'm a permanent resident. I'm a legal permanent resident, but I can't vote. But I can, speak and try to influence people and go in the right way. Inform them on what's going on, and they can make an intelligent choice on the matter. But these people are illegal. They're not even a permanent resident.
Right.
They're voting.
That shouldn't be happening.
That's absurd. And people can't. Trump doesn't have the experience to get these guys, as a political experience. I mean, to really legally battle these guys, and they know it. They're using all the crooked Democrats and their skills to get at this guy, to get at Trump. And I'm just sickened by what I have seen. I don't watch the news. I'm sickened.
Yeah.
It's
I'm saddened and sickened to watch where I was born and raised go to shit, Southern California.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart.
I went to school here. I lived here for 10 years, and I left in 1990 to go to Alaska, go fishing. And I said, I'm going to go 1 year and come back. I spent 15 years in Seattle. That's how good it was. And I say was because when I came back in 2005, the scum was spreading over to Oregon and to Seattle. Well, you've seen the voting polls and how that was, how all the Democrats are affecting that area now.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just horrible. It's like a virus. It's an absolute sickening virus.
You know what? There's a lot going on there right now, and Democrats are trying to take over Arizona.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Mr. Atomic is yelling something at me. I don't know what he just said, but it's so funny. He's moderating from the other room and he's yelling things at me.
Yeah. I hope, the best wishes to you and your family, Mr. Atomic, the kids. I get to see you guys on there every once in a while in the car. I like the fact that he likes a 50 cal. I'm a gun person myself. And it's so bad out here for people like us. We have no rights. The criminals still get the full automatic AK-47s and ARs and M16s, M4s. It's sad.
Now let me ask you something. You mentioned Wilshire Boulevard. And now I know they ran those military drills there recently. Were you near that?
That's where my girlfriend works, but further up. I didn't get to see it.
Okay.
And I was looking for it, but I didn't get to see it. And I'm pretty sure it did take place. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah, right, exactly. I was just curious. I was just curious if you heard it or saw it or anything like that.
No, unfortunately, I did. I go down there early in the morning, and so like roughly about 5 something, 6 a.m. And I didn't see anything down there. Believe me, those guys would not be passing out communist propaganda newspapers if it was like that.
Right.
They were getting together at the Coffee Bean. There was a guy there, an older guy, getting together with what they're doing is they're hitting up the universities throughout indoctrinating teachers. They're changing the young people's minds, and what they're doing is they're trying to brainwash them into this socialism/communism. Fooling them that they're going to get better education and better healthcare. They're not. What they're going to get,
right,
it's going to be another Cuba or Venezuela or even worse, Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
People don't understand how serious this is. Right now, look at the videos on YouTube. You cannot get beef in Cuba. If you're a Cuban, you cannot go and get beef.
I heard about that.
It's sad. It's sad up there right now. And, I know what communism is. I despise it. And if it goes down in this country, I'm fighting for this country, and it's going to be on.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the city, and look out, because it won't be good. I will defend this country, and I will defend its constitution to the last drop of my blood.
Wow.
I cannot take this. This is horrible.
That's amazing. That's amazing to me because wow. All I can say is wow, because you're not originally from here. So that means even more because you're not originally from here, yet you would fight, to your last drop for this country.
I would. I respect his laws. And then when I came here, and I'll tell you honestly, when I was going to come here, and my uncle, his yacht went up to, he sent his yacht up there, and they said, well, for every Cuban, you got to take so many political prisoners. And I was like, no, these people will kill everybody and take the yacht. And I got my families up in here. So we actually came through the Swiss embassy. We flew down to Jamaica and then to New York. That's how we got legally into the country. And we went through a legal process, and we actually are political refugees. I mean, we couldn't live any longer in that country.
Yeah.
For fear of being killed.
Yeah.
And these people have an option, and I see them bringing their children. They're giving birth control to their daughters because they know they will be raped.
Yep.
They're bringing them over the border knowing those people do not deserve to have their children. They deserve for Child Protective Services to take those children away.
Yeah.
And the majority of them are coming with coyotes or with sex traffickers. Those are not their parents. As you said, those men up there, let's do a DNA check. I will bet you they're not their parents.
Probably not. I posted some footage from Patriot Movement AZ of the illegals getting off the bus at a church in Arizona. And it was Men and children, a man and a child. Every man that got off the bus was with a child, and it was always men and children. And it's like, where are the women?
I was
And
watching that.
they're probably most, if not all, not related. They're
Yeah, no,
they're
I will bet you a good 80 to 85% are not related.
mm-hmm.
And these laws, people are brainwashed. They think that Trump just ramped that up. Those laws have been in place, since before the Obama administration.
Mm-hmm.
You remember back when the Clintons, okay, everybody's freaking out about the poor little kids and taken in and all of this, and they're not thinking back to how that little Cuban kid, Elian Gonzalez, who his mom
Yes.
died at sea to try to protect him so she can come to a better country. So he can
Yes.
have a better life in this country.
I remember that. Oh my gosh, I had forgotten.
And he came legally to this country, and he had family in this country that was willing to take him in. They were not on welfare or any SSI. They
Mm-hmm.
were willing to take that child in. They ripped that kid from that family at gunpoint in paramilitary gear. They went into the home by force and took that kid and sent him back to a communist country.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that kid is so brainwashed nowadays that he thinks his mom was wrong in what she did? She died for him.
That's so sad.
That's sad.
That is
That's
so sad.
And all the illegal, I love Mexican people. I love them. They're really nice. They will pick
Mhm.
a plate of whatever food they got and give it to you. However, that being said, the other side of Mexico, all the little town cartel
Mhm.
people that support the cartel and all of that, those people, since 1990 and up, that's what we've been getting.
Yep.
The drags of Mexico and Salvador, and believe me, this is not an issue. I love all the Latinos, all of them. I got no issue. But unfortunately, we're getting the dregs, and it's obvious
Yes.
because of the street crime and the gangs. It's only getting worse, and gun control's not helping.
No.
Gun control is just creating more victims. They don't want people to have guns in these states because the Democrats know that they're going to rebel, that they're going to take their state back, and they don't want that. They're just doing a communist move. Is what Fidel Castro did.
Yep.
When the police would not aid him, and this is for the police, when the police in Cuba would not aid in following Castro's orders in shooting in public people that opposed him, he would stick someone from the G2 squad, I don't know what they call them, Hedo in Spanish, into each police car, and when they did not follow order, they would shoot them right on the spot.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
And Old Havana, they said don't go there if you're a tourist because, well, you're gonna get robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna rob you in Cuba, man. I'm telling you, the communism tolerates no other crook except their own.
Mm-hmm.
What they don't want you to see in Old Havana is people lined up against the wall and getting shot who are anti-Castro.
Right.
That's what's going on. That's what they don't report here. People would be outraged.
Yeah. Exactly.
They only show all this little, oh look, it's a nice place to visit and vacation, like Mexico, right?
Right. Go vacation.
All the stuff going on over there. Yeah.
Don't give Cuba your
Go over
money.
there, it's okay. Yeah, but you're putting your life in danger going to places like that, like Mexico. You're a citizen. You'll be taken bent in half and burned in a trash can,
Mm-hmm.
held at ransom for money. Even they're coming over to the United States and taking people from here. That's sad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I believe it.
I mean, don't believe it. Look,
Yeah.
it's in there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I believe it.
I'm glad that your channel's on here and that you're bringing this information through. People need to see this, and more channels like yours. They need to see the truth. And people, please listen. I know you're leaving your state. You have your reasons, but if you can stay in your state, stay in your state and fight it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they want. They want you to leave the state so there's nobody left to oppose them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody left to vote against them.
Right.
Remember, Trump is clamping down on the voting thing.
Yes. Yes.
So
I think we'll see more. I think we'll see more restriction.
Fight it out if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, more restrictions, but just a simple form of identification. But he needs to clamp down on how these states regulate.
And I think that we'll see more of that as the next presidential election comes. I think.
I hope so. We need to have Trump 2020.
Yep.
And after Trump is done, I'll go with Eric. Yeah. Keep it in the family. I can't take any Democrat in there anymore. No Democrat should be allowed anymore into Congress or into the White House.
Right. We need a Trump 2024 too. One of the children. we need a Trump dynasty.
Oh my God. We got people like Ocasio-Cortez in there. You hear the nonsense that spews out of that little girl's mouth?
She is such.
Oh my God.
She is such an idiot.
Oh my gosh, she's like with a vengeance. She's an idiot with a vengeance. It's incredible.
It's like, who in their right mind would vote for her?
and this is, yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, look at it like this. They represent their city or their area. That area must be seriously messed up and in need of education. Wow. I can't believe that, like my jaw is on the table when she comes on the news and she says the nonsense that she says. I'm like, wow, did she say that? I look around the room and then everybody's looking at me the same way. Like, how's she getting to Congress?
Right. It makes me think, gosh, I should run for Congress. I mean, I could get in like in a snap.
Yeah, and well, Kamala Harris, right? There's a video of her how she got to Congress, right? So I call her on her knees to Congress Harris, right?
Yeah.
Kamala on her knees to Congress Harris. The one time I said, did you attend Bill Clinton's political school? Politician? And did he autograph your knee pad? They were rolling in there.
Oh my gosh, all the Democrat candidates, I can't believe how stupid every single one is. I was like, bring it on, bring on all the stupidity, because that just secures our 2020.
My God, Pelosi and Schumer, I just say crackhead Pelosi, because she has to be on crack. There's no way that she can be.
Or drunk. Happy Thanksgiving, did you see that?
Yeah. I know she has a winery. I wonder if she just goes down there and tastes everything before. I don't know.
I was like, she says Happy Valentine's Day, and then 2 seconds later, Happy Thanksgiving. I'm like, what?
What? The things that come out of that lady's mouth, she is not in all her senses to even hold the position that she has. She should be removed immediately. And Chuckles, I call him Chuckles because he's always with that little evil.
Right? He's like, and he like rocks. He's wild,
man. Chuckles Schumer, man. I can't believe it. And Diane Frankenstein, I call her because there's nobody as horrible as Weinstein over here called Diane Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, she's
she's got her weapon on her. And Chuck Schumer was, there's pictures of him in the gun range.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's like, well, what's good for the goose should be good for the gander, right? So.
Yeah, why do you need your gun? You want to take the people's gun rights away, but you guys pack your guns. Well, you got people that protect you. You don't need guns.
Yeah.
Why do you need guns?
Hypocrite.
Yeah. With the big highlight, hypocrite.
Yeah.
Right. This is how communism starts.
Yep.
If people don't realize this is how communism or a dictatorship starts, how the Nazi regime starts, this is the kind of thing. These are the real Nazis. These are the real communists. People need to wake up. There is no middle ground. Where are you going to get the money to fund all that?
Yep.
And people say, well, some of these programs that we've had in the U.S. are socialist. Well, no, they're not. They're democratic programs.
Oh, they'll just print more money. That's how they'll pay for it. They'll just print more money for that.
Yeah. Let's get more into deficit.
You heard AOC say that. We'll just print more.
Yeah. Did you say that, really?
Sure.
That homeless people cannot pay their mortgage. I'm like, wow, did you say that?
I got some money for that.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Ow.
Whoops, I'm dropping my
I want
phone.
to have the war for the, what do you call it, for the, God, I'm thinking in Spanish and speaking in English again. You know, for the air quality and all that.
Uh-huh.
She's saying the war for that's going to be the Second World War.
Yeah. We already had the second. We already had the Second World War. Let me ask you something. You know, I need to ask you something because I asked my grandmother the same question and she couldn't really answer it. Since you're bilingual and you obviously speak Spanish and English, when you think like in your head, what language do you speak it or do you think in?
Well, most of the time I can actually do very well. Like I can, it is a thing about switching. You have to think in English and speak in English because the order that the words come in is when you speak is different. Like it's opposite to English. You can say one word before another one in Spanish. Well, it works exactly the opposite in English.
Okay. Because when I asked my grandma that, she says, you know what, sometimes she goes, it just happens, and sometimes I think in Spanish, and sometimes I think in English. It just happens.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, like about anybody who's bilingual, and may have spoken another language primarily before English, what language they think in their head, because it just I don't know why I wonder that, but I do.
Yeah. Especially if you get, if you're emotional about a certain subject or something, and
Right.
then you go into, you go straight into Spanglish. Right?
Spanglish.
Right? It just goes out of control in your mind. Your brain just wants to speak and I'll pick both languages.
Right. She
God.
tell me whenever she gets upset, it's usually Spanish.
Yes, they go to the primary.
Right. Whatever the original language was.
Language, yeah. But I can speak it rather well, and sometimes people can't even tell that I'm from Cuba. They say, well, I don't hear your accent. I'm like, well, you want me to speak Cuban? And I break it out for them. I say, oh yeah, you're Cuban.
Yeah.
I adapt because there's a lot of people. There's other cultures here. You got Mexican, Salvadorian, Guatemalan, Loma Guatemalan people. Oh man, they're so. You got the scum, but the majority are very, very loving, very nice people. And just like in Mexico, and just like in other countries, but unfortunately, we're getting bombarded with all the drugs, all the criminal elements.
Yeah, we are.
That's a fact.
We are.
We are. This is a national emergency. We are being invaded.
We are.
It's unfortunate, but it's absolutely true.
And I can't believe that anybody would think otherwise. That we're not in a state of emergency, that we don't have a crisis on the border. I can't understand that thought process.
Yeah, it's how can you wake up people? Take the red pill, Neil, and find out how deep the Democratic, crookedness goes. Just how deep the hole, the scum of the swamp goes.
That's why I'm like,
reality of it.
all these Democrat politicians like Pelosi or AOC, it's like, have you even been to the border? Have you taken a trip to the border to go see for yourself firsthand and actually make an educated decision? And the answer is no, they haven't.
And Laura, they don't. Yeah, they don't. I know they don't want to.
Right.
This is the thing that most people need to understand. They don't want to. They will burn this country down before their party goes the way of the dodo. And that's what's going on. They're losing the American support. They're losing the all the multinational people that live here. The black community just sent them the way of the dodo. Just say, I don't want any more of your hate. I don't want any more of the race card. We're done with you. And what have you done for the black communities lately?
Nothing.
Cuban, I love my blacks, man. My blacks, they're my brothers, man.
Yeah.
And these people, they use, you know, users and scumbags like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson who pretend to care for their race, and they don't. They just use them. They use them to their ends, man. And all they do is I call them Malcolm X's, okay? Because they have the Malcolm X mentality, where the blue-eyed white devil and black should only be with blacks. What does that sound like? It's black racist, black supremacy. You know, black racist supremacy. And they want to separate the black community from all the other races. Well, I don't, because in Cuba we don't have that issue. I love my black people, man, and black people love me. And I've got no issue. I got green and blue eyes, so I can tell the Malcolm X's, because in the bus when I see them, they're already like looking at me like they want to skewer me. I haven't even said nothing to them, and they automatically they want to do that. And this is look what happened to Kanye West. They call him a sold out N-word and everything. I love Kanye. He's hard. I like him. I love his bravery that he went through and put it to them and said, enough is enough. The black community is fed up with this. We're not having it no more.
Right.
I support that 110%. Not because he supports Trump. It's because he doesn't support the scum. He doesn't support the crookedness, the evil that's going on right now. I used to wonder how Cali cannot change. You know, in Seattle, I call my brother up and I say, what's going on? How come you guys don't go to court? He's like, you don't understand. And I come to find out now with Trump, all the courts here, all the state courts are sold out to the Democrats.
For sure. Absolutely.
You can't get a law passed. Can't get anything passed. That's how they make Trump's life a living hell, because they know he's taking away their power.
Yep.
They have absolute power. And please find me, Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Yes.
Her?
Yes.
Yes, find me her. Where on earth is Ruthie?
I know she's.
I want to find out.
The Supreme Court is supposed to, you know, meet on Tuesday, and if she was in fact there on Friday, like they say she was, then she should be there Tuesday. And if she's not, I don't know, you know.
That's fishy. You know, we're paying someone to do a job, and that person's not in the office, and nobody can tell that she's not home actually doing the job.
Yes.
So where is she? Because if she's not performing her sworn duties, then we need to replace her ASAP.
Yep. And that would be the Democrats' worst nightmare.
Yeah, Trump's waiting on that. We need that. We want that. We want. Oh, by the way, who is that guy in the United States Supreme Court supposed to be impartial for the Republicans? John Roberts.
Well, I'm sorry. What was it? What was the question?
The United States Supreme Court Judge Roberts that was criticizing Trump.
Right.
He was supposed to be for the Republicans. And he wouldn't let these new arguments come into the Supreme Court. I forgot what they were. I think they had to do with I think it had to do with LGBTQ or something like that. But they wouldn't hear the case or whatnot. And he actually went onto the Democrat side.
Wow.
I mean, he's showing his true colors. He's not supportive of the Republican agenda, the people that they're not in agreement with the Democrats. Remember when Trump said that the state judges were sold out to the Democrats, and he got upset because of that?
Yeah,
and this is why he got upset. Nobody's talking about the Supreme Court. He said, "Oh, people are losing confidence in the judicial system." They lost it. It's done. They can see it's bought out.
It's done and cooked.
Biased. Yeah. And we want to change that. We want to change that. Trump should change that immediately. And we need to, as a nation, please people listen. Listen to me, Cuban. I lived it till I was 9 years old. My parents seen a lot. I've seen a lot. Seen people get shot up for speaking their minds against the government. This is where it's going. Ration food. Say goodbye to your Nikes and Tommy Hilfiger and all that. You're not going to have it. Trust me. You can say whatever you want. I got people from England telling me how horrible it is without the gun rights over there. I know one guy from England said, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, things are great over here." I'm like, yeah, but for the rest of your countrymen over there, they don't think so.
Feinstein. Please get Ocasio-Cortez. Please get her. I know she's entertaining,
Yeah.
but please get her out.
Get her out.
Along with Kamala on her knees, Harris, please. Any person that goes into Congress with no experience, but doing naughty little things to get in there,
Oh, yeah.
does not deserve to be in Congress.
Nope.
Right? We want people to get in on a job because they're the right person for the job, not the right female or male, the right person. I'll pick Nikki Haley for president all day and Sarah Sanders. She's a beast. I love the two. Those two are they're alone. Okay? Put Nikki Haley up. I'll vote for her. Sarah Sanders, damn straight. I'll vote for her. Diane Loach from the National Rifleman Association, I'll definitely vote for her. You bet. Yeah. But please, no more Feinstein, no more Ocasio-Cortez. Please get those people out there gonna run this country into the ground. We're gonna have a hard civil war.
Yep.
We will bathe in blood. It will not be good. It won't be good.
I agree.
This is the number one nation, right? This number one nation. People want to come here. There's no reason why they want to come here.
Yep.
The land of opportunity.
For sure.
And we're not opposed to that, but you got to do it the right way.
Right? And being the land of opportunity, I should be able to get asylum to Arizona, right?
Correct. Hey, this is the United States. You shouldn't even have to go through a process. You should walk on over there and stay there. But I know what you're saying, right? You should get all the benefits.
Yeah.
I understand. I've seen the videos. I can't believe the churches, man.
I know. It's crazy.
Take God's name like that and do evil in God's name because you know that what they're doing is not right.
Right.
They're hiding criminals and people that don't deserve to be
They're
there.
human trafficking is what they're doing.
They're human trafficking.
Yep.
I worked armed security here and also armed patrol on a vehicle. Two different things, but in the bars, in the Mexican bars, you have the traffickers bringing the girls over to work it off as ficheras. Ficheras are table service that they'll bring you the beer, the bucket of beer, with 4 or 5 little Coronas and charge you like $35 to $45.
Wow.
And they're sitting there drinking these guys out of their money. And they'll snort drugs. They'll do all sorts of things. I mean, the cartel is deep in here. You got MS-18, the Salvadorians, right? You got the Mexican Mafia. And the black community's got theirs too. Don't be fooled.
Oh, yeah.
They got theirs too. Okay? The Malcolm X's are in there too. So people have to be aware that this level of crime is out there and they're armed. Just because they're playing a little nicer than in the 80s doesn't mean they're not as strong. They're actually just building up. They're stronger.
Yeah.
And people are defenseless out here. We have no weapons. We have no way to defend ourselves. And the laws are against us.
Well, I've had an amazing time talking to you, but we're about a half an hour here. So I'm going to, and I've got some people going, hey, I want to call in. So not that I want to cut you off because I've actually really enjoyed this phone call, but I wanted to make sure I let you know that I've really enjoyed this phone call and I'm glad that you called in.
Laura, I love you guys. Your family's great. I love seeing you guys. The folks on there, love them. MAGA. Strong.
Yep.
Highlight in big bold letters. MAGA.
All right.
Make America great again. All right.
Well, you have a good night, and thank you so much for all your support.
Likewise, Laura, thank you so much for your service to this country and your service to your community and your family. We love you guys, and hopefully we can change it.
Hopefully so. Take care, hon.
All right, good night.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, I really like talking to him. I hated to cut him off, but I'm like, I know it was the half an hour mark, and I know some of you guys were like, hey, I want to call in. So I hate to do that, you guys. I really hate to do that because I love talking to everybody. And he had a lot of great information. So I definitely want to talk to him again sometime. I love callers like that. Yes, I know, Florida Jim. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, that was a long phone call. I guess I get into it. Like I love talking to you guys. Like I appreciate every single one of you that's here and watching, and I love hearing what you guys have to say. Um, so I'm sorry that was long. Yeah. Yes, yes, I know. I know. So if somebody else would like to call in now, now is your opportunity. I think I'll take one more phone call, and then we'll call it a night. So if somebody wants to be that final phone call, now's the time. 779-333-9628. Have him as a guest. Oh, that's a good idea, Florida Jim. That's a good idea. Ooh, somebody got their message deleted. Somebody was naughty. Let's see. Larry Smith. Larry Smith is naughty. Larry Smith is getting a lot of messages deleted by Mr. Atomic. Oh, here we go. Kansas City, Missouri. All right, last phone call of the night. Here we go. Hi, this is Atomic News.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Just tuned in today. So I was just wondering if you guys are talking about the bill Trump signed.
Since we were talking about what?
The bill Trump signed.
Why can't I hear this caller?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you right now.
What do you think about the bill Trump signed?
Okay, I don't know what was wrong with that. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I couldn't hear that person. So, I don't know. I guess that just means I'm supposed to end the live stream. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what that person just said. I don't know what that was. Yeah, Maureen says couldn't hear him. Couldn't hear him either. I don't know. So whoever that was, I'm sorry. We're getting a bad connection, so I apologize. So for those of you that lasted through this entire live stream, wow, thank you. I think this is the most that I've ever seen in one of my live streams. And some great phone calls tonight. Like, wow, I love hearing from you guys. And I appreciate everybody that did a super chat. That will help me and my move or my asylum to Arizona. Thank you to all of you that heard my asylum plea earlier tonight. And if you hopped in after the fact and did not hear that, when this video uploads, you guys go back and Clearwater, Florida. Is that you, Florida Jim? Florida Jim, is that you? You better say yes real quick because I'm not going to answer it. Florida Jim. Answer me, is that you? Oh my gosh, if I answer the phone and it's not you. Hold on. I'm gonna go with it, and maybe we have Florida Jim here. Hold on. Oh, it didn't answer it now. That was weird. Maybe I'm having phone problems. I don't know. I think I'm having phone problems. Technical difficulties. I'll find out if that was Florida Jim and I missed it. He'll tell me. He'll tell me. Okay, here we go again. Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hello, finally.
Okay, good. That is Florida Jim. Okay, okay.
I enjoyed listening to that guy, but my God, long-winded.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. It was a long phone call. I guess I get kind of like drawn in, and then I looked at the how long it was, and I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, he's a cool dude and everything. I enjoyed listening to him, but I'm watching the viewers numbers drop and drop and drop and drop, and I'm thinking, oh my God, you got to kill this caller soon.
Yeah, I noticed that. But good suggestion though, in having him as like a guest and talking to him.
Yes, he would be a fantastic guest. If you could just dedicate one show with him, he'd be a phenomenal guest.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
very insightful. He knows what he's talking about. He's lived through the socialism and all that, the socialist party, thing, and he's a phenomenal guy. It's just that I'm sorry to say, I don't mean any disrespect to him, but he kept repeating himself.
Well, it would be interesting.
Very, very good information.
It would be interesting to do a video with him on the things that he went through in Cuba.
Yes, it would be very, very, very interesting if the whole show was dedicated to him.
Yeah, we
could hear what he was going through.
Yeah,
I would love to hear it, and if you ever do it, I will listen. Absolutely, I will listen. But the unfortunate, the reality of it was, I was watching the viewer numbers drop and drop, and it was just like, come on, he's a cool dude, but.
Well, and it also is a very long live stream. We're at almost an hour and a half, and to keep, people engaged that long is difficult. So, it could also be, it could be that as well.
I think something like this, you have to constantly pop from phone call to phone call to phone call to keep the different opinions coming in and the different subjects popping up left and right.
Right.
Keep people, on the hook and keep them there,
Right.
But it was starting to concern me because I'm watching these numbers drop. It was at 87 at one point, then it was down to 62.
Yeah,
and,
like,
I thought,
like
oh my God,
we hit almost like 100 at one point, like 90 something, and I was like, damn, that's like the most I've ever had in a live stream. I'm like, everybody wants to know why I want Asylum from Illinois.
Well, you know what? I can understand that. One of the you talked about. Well, first off, what was that caller's name from Cuba again?
Oh gosh, now I forget. I'd have to go back and look. He's.
Okay, well, no, I just want to say, whoever you were to the gentleman, I mean absolutely no disrespect to you whatsoever. I'm just basically telling you the facts of what was going on.
Yeah.
You were interesting. I enjoyed listening to you. You had great information, but it was getting to the point where it was so long-winded, it was like listening to a Pelosi speech.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I appreciate you, Jim, being in here and being a moderator, because I can't see everything while I'm talking, and so you guys are my eyes and ears too throughout the whole live stream. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the work that you do for me.
Speaking of phone calls, this morning I got a phone call from an old childhood friend of mine in Illinois.
Yeah.
And he said that when he called me, he said, I got some really bad news.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, what? Well, what's bad news? And he said, well, you remember when we were kids? I said, yeah, I remember it. He said, remember how my older sister used to always chomp on them candy cigarettes? And I said, yeah. He said, she was always out. She always had one in her mouth. She was always doing it, always chomping on them candy cigarettes. And I said, yeah. He said, well, I just came back from the doctor today, and I found out I have secondhand diabetes.
Oh, my God. Leave it to Florida Jim.
But I also wanted to tell you that, this morning, I don't know, I know the weather's bad by you guys.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely beautiful here, but even with this beautiful weather.
Yes.
I've been having a hard time sleeping.
Why?
And well, last night I slept kind of funny, and I know I did because I woke up laughing.
Okay.
I know the humor's real weak tonight. The force is not with me.
You funny guy.
Yeah, I tried, but I'm not. I know that. But if you really want to get a laugh, you should see me naked. And if you still want the picture, I'll still sell it to you.
You just made me laugh. I snorted.
Seriously, back to the Illinois thing. As you well know, me and my wife Lisa, we moved out of Illinois in May of last year.
Right.
And it cost us probably over $5,000 to move down here. I mean, that's including everything: the down payment on not down payment, but the deposit on a house, getting a place, getting a trailer, gas, food, and I mean it's not cheap to move.
No.
But the long run, the long part of it, the short part of it actually is the short part of it. What she's talking about me naked again. The short part about it is simply that the only thing you can do is just do it. Just You know,
Yeah.
it sucks. We haven't been down. Well, I haven't been down here for a full year. I've only been down here for 8 months.
Right.
Lisa has been down here since January before last.
Okay.
And it's rough. It is rough. I mean, we have this beautiful weather. We have fantastic scenery. We live out in the country. We have woods behind us. But there's downsides to every place that you're going to move to.
Right.
I don't care where you go.
Oh, absolutely.
But Illinois, I mean, good Lord Almighty, Illinois is just unreal. And you were talking about taxes. Let me give you an example. We lived in Lake in the Hills, Illinois, which is in McHenry County, which isn't too far from where you live in. We had a 4-bedroom house, fenced-in backyard, and our taxes the following year were going up to, what were they? 11,000. I'm making sure my wife gives me the right numbers. $11,382 to live in this house.
Oh my God.
Just for 1 year.
It's insane.
Okay.
I could never buy a house here.
Yeah. Well, now, granted, we were very lucky. We got out of it. We were very fortunate on the timing and everything. Everything helped out real well for the timing of the move. But, you know, one of the reasons we moved down here is because we wanted our daughter to go to a progressive school, and she is now currently enrolled in the University of Tampa.
Okay.
And it is, unfortunately, the downside to University of Tampa is it's a heavily Democratic school.
Oh.
Which, you know, yeah, like Lisa just pointed out, most colleges are these days.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of libtard fucking, excuse my language, college professors down there who are teaching these kids such backwards values that, you know, these children, and then these kids, you know, they base their whole opinion politically on 10-second sound bites from this idiot Alexandria semi-coherent Ortez, or whatever her name is. You know, they you know, like I was thinking to myself the other day, I thought, you know, why do people keep calling her AOC? AOC. Every time I see it, it's always AOC.
Right.
And I realized it's a question. It's a question. AOC. Ask or just crazy. I mean, the woman is out of her freaking mind.
She is.
And I also, but the good side, in the future, in 2020, I did read a report that the New York district where she's at
Yes.
will possibly be phased out, and she will be out of a job. That's how bad they want her out right now.
Nice.
She is an embarrassment to the Democrats. How bad do you have to be an embarrassment to the Democrats?
Yeah, exactly. Because
you know, and they're talking seriously about phasing her district completely out because they don't want her in New York because she's so out of the control and out of touch. I mean, you know, her new Green Deal, which they've since made her take down from her website because it's absolutely unachievable under any
asinine. Yeah.
But one of the things that she wanted us to do as America is we're supposed to tear down every existing building on the entire country.
Yeah.
And replace it with buildings that run solely on solar energy. And this is only going to cost us $40 trillion over 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
She can't answer the question, where are we going to get the taxes for this $40 trillion? She can't answer that question. She just keeps saying it's a big movement, and it's going to be one of these things that we just have to do because change comes to those who don't, you know, who work it and try to go for it. She's out of her flipping mind.
We're just gonna print. We're gonna print more money. We're gonna print more money and make it happen. Right. And then we're gonna turn into the Jetsons. Do you remember that cartoon, the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she wants it to be.
Well, just remember, the more money you pump into our society, the less the dollar is valued at.
Right.
It's just the way it works. Ever since Nixon took us off the gold standard, we've been up shit's creek money-wise in this country.
Yeah.
But the point of it is remember one thing. The Democrats are sneaky bastards, okay? They'll do anything backhanded, backstabbing, underhanded, anything they can do to make themselves look good. So now think about this. Whenever they're doing something sneaky behind your back, what do? They throw up a diversion.
Yes.
Who's their diversion? AOC. Now, it's one of two things. Either Miss Cortez knows that her position in this political game currently is one that she is purposely put there to be phased out in a couple of years, and she's okay with that, or she's just so goddamn stupid she really thinks she's relevant.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't see her really seeing herself as too relevant. I mean, even though she's a dumbass, she does have a college degree. Not that you're smart when you have a college degree. There's a lot of stupid people with college degrees.
Yep.
And there's a lot of smart people without them.
Yes, true.
But she is a diversion. Under any way you cut it up and look at it, she's a diversion. There's something that the Democrats are planning on doing or are already doing behind our backs. That they're doing this. There's a reason she's out there. There's absolutely a big reason she's out there.
Yep, I think she's their puppet. They're using her for something, and we just don't know what it is quite yet.
And she talks about this socialist utopia that we're supposed to be living in.
Yeah.
Okay, socialism means the government gives you what the government thinks you should have, correct?
Yes.
From jobs to houses to clothes. But yet, at the State of the Union address, her clothing, her outfit was valued at something like $4,000 or $5,000.
Right? Exactly.
So how is that not capitalism at its finest?
Exactly. Thank you.
Also, she took that, $10 million from Netflix for that stupid movie about her rise in politics. Is that not capitalism?
Right.
And when she was asked about that $10 million from Netflix, when somebody suggested to her, well, maybe you should give it to your community, being how you're a socialist individual. She refused to answer the question. She refused to answer the question, saying that it was not relevant.
Because it's convenient for her at that moment. That's why.
Yes, it's absolutely convenient for her. And she's going to take everything capitalism has to offer, but she's going to say, well, I'm only doing it because that's the standard right now, and I have to do this to get my point across. She's doing it because she's in love with the greenbacks. And that is capitalism. I don't care how you slice it. That is capitalism to the fullest.
Yep.
If she was a true socialist person, she would take that money and put it in a fund for underprivileged kids, for a college fund, or for home improvement, or first-time home buyers in her district. But you know what? She's done nothing for anybody in her district. Absolutely nothing. And these idiots in New York, they got their noses so far up her ass, they love her. They know she's going to fart before she does.
Yep, this is true.
And I don't get it. I don't get New York. One of the big problems we have down here in Florida is people from New York.
Right.
We really do. You can tell the people from New York because they're the ones that you walk past and you go, hey, how's it going? They go, fuck off. That's how bad they are.
They are like that.
And the people from New Jersey down here are almost the same way.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more friendly, but they're still, high five, here's the bird, fuck off and leave me alone,
Yeah.
A good example is one year we were on vacation down here before we moved down here. And we were going to a local coffee shop for something, I forget what. And probably coffee, the coffee shop. But we were walking through the front door, and there was a lady who was getting out of a car, and I saw the New York plates on the car. Okay, older woman, probably 60s, 70s. Your total Jew woman, dressed up, dripping with gold and diamonds, guy, how you doing, that type of woman. And I'm standing at the door, and I held the door in front of F you, ma'am. She looked at me, she goes, screw you, I'll hold my own goddamn door open.
What?
Yeah. So I slammed the door and said, fuck you, open it yourself, bitch. I can't believe some of these people. Most of the people I walk my dogs about 1.5 miles to 2 miles most every day.
Yeah.
Now, we live in a country setting, and this road that I walk is a long, straight road.
Right.
And there's some people that live at a trailer park down the ways away, and there's some under houses down at the end of the road. Now, when I walk, almost every car that passes me, they'll give me the "how you doing" sign, wave at me,
yeah,
tip their hat, whatever, and I, how you doing? And I'll run into other people walking their dogs. They're like, how are you? I'm fine, fantastic. Every stinking car that comes by me with a damn New York license plate will damn near run my ass over.
Huh.
And then they'll turn around and they'll flip me off. Hey, get the hell out of the road, you goddamn idiot. What's your problem,
Right.
It's ridiculous down here. It really is. But that's all I wanted to say. And again, my apologies to the gentleman from Cuba who's living in the States. I meant no offense to him whatsoever. It's just the facts.
Right.
It's what it was. And your channel's all about viewers.
Well, I'm glad you called in.
Oh.
You know, I can always count on you to call in and give me your opinion. You guys,
Right.
if you're not subscribed to Florida Jim, make sure you go after this live stream, run over to his channel and hit subscribe.
Yes, because I have a special going on right now with my channel. I really do. And the special is simply this. If you subscribe to my channel tonight, you get 25% off your subscription price.
25% off of zero. 25% off of zero is how much, Jim?
I'm sorry?
25% off of zero prescription price. How much is that?
Well, you know, it's hard math for me to figure out because I went to public school, but I think it's somewhere right around zero.
You know what? You're right, and I'm not even that good at math.
But now, also, here's one little kick here. If you mention that you came here through Atomic News, it's 50% off the subscription price.
Oh my gosh, 50% off of $0 subscription. Damn, that's a deal. That's better than the deal I'm running right now.
I think that's actually a better deal than the 25% off.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean, it's almost like it's triple, right?
Right. Go comment on his videos and say that you found him from Atomic News TV. That way you can get your 50% off of $0.
I'm still trying to hit 200. You know?
You'll get there.
I thought I thought that one night I was going to hit 200. I thought, oh, for Christ's sakes, I wouldn't talk about wearing a bikini. I'm going to have to do this, and well, so far it hasn't happened. So I'm still cool. So
you're still safe. That's right.
Not to say that I wouldn't look sexy as hell in one, because I'm sure I would. I mean, nobody could pass up this body, this hairy Italian body, in a bikini. I mean, come on. I mean, just thinking about it makes me wet.
Oh, you always make me laugh.
I'm turning into Niagara Falls right now. I'm so wet over the thought of it. But, that's just me. I'm kind of narcissistic in a way, so.
All right. Well, I appreciate you moderating tonight, okay?
No problem. Again, no offense to the gentleman from Cuba. I loved your comments. No offense to you whatsoever.
No worries. I'll talk to you next time, all right?
Okay. All right. We'll see you later then.
Thanks.
Remember, Florida Jim.
Florida Jim.
Off. Mention Laura. 50% off.
Have a good night.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, he always makes me laugh. Gotta love Florida Jim. He's one of my moderators that is always consistently in here, so I appreciate him. All right, you guys, we're at, oh my God, an hour and almost 45 minutes, and I still have a lot of people in here. Damn, you guys, I love you tonight. I love you. Somebody asked, I saw it earlier, somebody asked what my t-shirt was. This is a Wiftada t-shirt. Women's flat track roller derby. For those of you guys that don't know, Mr. Atomic and I used to be referees for flat track roller derby when we lived in Arizona. We did it for like 5 years, and that's some tough shit to be a referee, because the skaters at least get to sit and take a break every once in a while, but as a referee, you're consistently skating. And sometimes we do double, triple, quadruple headers. Yeah, that's tough. Will I go back to roller derby when we're in Arizona? No. Girl is going to be 44 at the end of this month, and I am not about to be hockey checked into the wall again, where I literally went boom up against the wall because a skater ran into me, and I'm not about to like accidentally fall and break my ankle like happens sometimes. I'm too old for that, so I'm not going back to that. But 90 days, guys. 90 days. And at least I think it's 90 days. Mr. Atomic can tell me the exact days. But we will be in Arizona come hell or high water. And I don't care if I have to pop a tent in the middle of the desert just to get there and have a place to, lay my head down at night. I am leaving the state of Illinois, and I will never live in a blue state again. I am tired of being this little dot of red in a sea of blue idiots. I'm just gonna, say it the way it is, because that's me. I'll never do it again. I will always be in a red state. 96 days, Bart says. Black Bart says 96 days. That's what it is. 96 days and counting down. And when that happens, I will be sure to make videos the entire way so you can see our little adventure across country again. I'm still trying to sweet talk Mr. Atomic into letting me go to either Taos, New Mexico or Roswell, but it's not necessarily in our route, so I have to really sweet talk Mr. Atomic, because that would be some seriously awesome video to be in Roswell, right? I can make some good videos there, talk about conspiracy theories. And then Taos, New Mexico. Have you guys not heard about Taos, New Mexico and the Taos hum? There's supposed to be like this hum, that you can hear like 24/7 there, and nobody can explain it. And yeah, like how fun would that be to interview people and be like, excuse me, have you heard the hum lately? Leave it to Atomic News to bring you shit like that. Oh, that would be funny. All right, you guys, it has been an hour and 45 minutes. I think this might be my record as my longest live stream. Thank you all that have been here tonight. And thank you for everybody that sent me over a super chat to help with my asylum to Arizona. And thank you all for always supporting my channel and being here and being part of the chat. It's just awesome. It's just awesome to have you guys here. It really is. So thank you, thank you. I hope you guys all have a good night. Hope you all have a great week. And until the next time, peace out.